Yo, what's up, man? What's up to my nephews and my nieces, man? It's Uncle Malik, Uncle Solid. You can call me either one, Uncle Solid, Uncle Malik, man. Cause you call me Uncle Solid, man, I'm the solidest motherfucker you ever want to meet in your life. You call me Uncle Malik, my name, man. It don't even matter. But I want to talk about something, man. I want to talk about how I want to hold myself accountable for what's happening, for some of the stuff that's happening in the black community. I want to hold myself accountable, man, because as an older black man, I'm considered an OG, and that means that I was born in an era where we could have figured it out and got it right. Brothers my age, 45, 50 up, we could have got it right, but we didn't even get it right. So we need to hold ourselves accountable too, because we left our baby mothers, our wives, we did too. I mean, for example, our fathers left our mothers, and then we did the same thing. We left our baby mothers and our wives to fend for themselves with the kids. So my generation did it too, and my generation is a reflection of what's going on now, because we could have stopped it, man. We could have did better, but we didn't choose to do better. We chose to do the same fucking thing our fathers was doing. You feel what I'm saying? The only generation that I could say really goddamn did they thing was my grandfather and my great grandfather generation. Now I'm talking about the 50s and the 40s. The 50s and the 40s, they did their damn thing, man. In the 50s and the 40s, and back, they did their damn thing, man. As far as black men being there for their family, and black men being black men, they did their damn thing. But when it came to the 70s, when it came to the 70s, oh man, it was a fucked up situation, man, because we left our baby mothers and wives. We left our baby mothers and wives to fend for themselves, man. I think I spoke about something too. I spoke about the heroin and the crack and the cocaine. Well, the heroin, the angel dust, the cocaine and the crack. Because those are things that was put in our communities by black men. Black men put this shit in our community. White people didn't put drugs in our community. Black people put drugs in our community. So again, man, we have to hold ourselves accountable, man, because we fucked up. Like my generation fucked up. The 50, the 45, and up fucked up. We fucked up in this. We needed to hold ourselves accountable. Like people like Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. I'm talking about people in that age where Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they had black people grip. They had the grip on black people. They had the grip on the black community. And even Reverend Al Sharpton fucked up. Farrakhan. These men did a hurtful thing to the black community. They taught us how to vote wrongfully. They continued to put negative stigma in our community. Everything was racist. Everything that didn't go right in our community, they fought the white man for it. And then now look, years later we couldn't find out Reverend Al Sharpton was stealing money. Reverend Al Sharpton was a crook. Reverend Al Sharpton was doing backdoor deals. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff. Reverend Al Sharpton lied about a lot of things that was going on in the black community. One of the biggest things he lied about was that black girl getting raped by the district attorney years ago. Remember, Public Enemy made that song "Fight the Power," and it was based around Tawana Brawley. Look up Tawana Brawley, how she lied about being raped by some white men in Bensonhurst. So, I mean, and Reverend Al Sharpton stood by, and to this day, Reverend Al Sharpton still didn't apologize. He still hasn't apologized to society on his big to-do and how he turned a whole nation, a whole race of people against another whole race of people. Reverend Al Sharpton turned the whole race of people against another race of people by creating a situation that didn't even happen, because he wanted black people to rally behind him and his agenda And his agenda was he was trying to get black people to hate white people, so he could be the god of black people. And then turn to find out. Now we see, this is one thing about life, and this is one thing I was telling y'all earlier in a couple of other my videos that I made, that karma will never ever leave you. One thing about life is karma. And Reverend Al Sharpton has got this karma. He has lied so much that nature said, yo, we ain't gonna continue to let you do this no more. And now he's nothing. He's nobody. You don't even hear from Reverend Al Sharpton no more. You don't even hear about him no more. Jesse Jackson, same thing. Found out he had illegitimate kids everywhere, that he's going around having sex with all these women. Built his whole career on lies, turning black people against white people. And come to find out, he was just using his whole format to have sex with women. So I mean, I'm just saying, man, it's like, you know, we just have to hold ourselves accountable, man, for things that we're doing, man. And even now, you got the younger black men that are supposed to be pro-black and Pan-African. And look at these men. 99.9% of them men want to be polygamous. They want all the women in the world. They want all the black women to be their wives. That's what they want. They want all the black women. Umar, he want polygamy. He want to be a polygamist. He want to have sex with all the black women. He want all black people to rally behind him, but more so than ever, he want all the black women to be his wives. So I mean, stuff like that, man, is where we have to at some point draw the line and start thinking for ourselves, man. And this is what I tell my nieces and nephews, man. Study people, man. Don't just take people for granted what they say. Study them, man. See what their history is about, man. See, you know what I'm saying? See what their history about. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that everybody is not perfect, but look at their movements. Like, look at their end game. What's your end game? You feel me? What's your end game? And also too, man, look at people and for what they like. A lot of people, like I said, people get on these podcasts. People create these podcasts and do these things, and they do all this talking. Okay, what is their physical movement? What are their physical movements, man? Like myself, you know, I've been going to city council meetings in my city, and I've been talking to the NAACP in my city, and I'm actually going to be a member of the NAACP because now I'm knowing that I do believe the NAACP is full of shit, but in order for me to help bring a change, I got to be a part of it. So, because with the NAACP and a lot of these organizations, if you're not a part of them, if you're not a part of these organizations, they're not going to even listen to you. That's how this organization is built. So, I had to become a member of the NAACP to be heard. So, I became a member of the NAACP and I started going to their meetings, and now I'm being heard. And even with the NAACP, man, I'm just listening to a lot of the stuff that they fighting about. And a lot of the shit they fighting about is pretty much like the city council. They ain't fighting about shit. What they fighting about is dumb shit. They fighting about money being put in one neighborhood and not in another neighborhood. They're not fighting about things being built. They're not fighting about black people getting jobs, getting businesses. They're not fighting about a demand for black people to support each other. They're not fighting about shit like that, man. They're still fighting the fight of white and black. White people racist, white people doing this, white people that, but they're not fighting the fight of black people doing for themselves. They're not fighting the fight of black people fighting and doing for themselves. They're not fighting that fight, and that's why, you know, I said I'm gonna get in NAACP because I'm sick of this black and white fight, man. It's like it's bigger than that, you know. And I think that's not even a fight no more. I don't think it's a black and white fight no more. I honestly think it's a black fight. I think black people are fighting against themselves and white people are fighting against themselves too at this point right now. And And while we doing this fight, the black and white fight, man, the Hispanics is taking over. So yeah. So I just want y'all, brother, I want y'all, my nieces and nephews, man, to be more proactive in your social, the diligence of what's going on. Get more political, man. Get more political, man. Stop listening to all this garbage rap music, man. It's time to grow up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, my brother, my nieces and nephews, man. It's time to grow up. Like, yo, y'all can't keep using 18, 19, and 20 no more, bro. Nah. That's not happening. In China and other countries at 18, 19, 20, these kids are in political movements. 18, 19, 20, man, these kids are like for real in political movements. So let's stop being distracted by Super Yanni and Sexy Bad.